enter arguments where you want to learn and build a relationship with the other person. Okay, so hi, I'm Bojan from International Debate Education Association, and I'm here to talk about how we should argue more. The idea behind arguing is that it's viewed in a negative way, and people are trying to avoid arguments at any cost because they bring us into these situations of discomfort. And what I'm trying to show people is that also through doing debate, we can learn how to transform arguments from a negative experience to a learning experience. Reacting negatively to an argument is a perfectly human reaction. It's an instinct. Somebody is saying that something that I think is not okay, and it's almost a biological reaction to feel attacked and to react in a way that you're then trying to attack the other person. So what debate teaches us, and what we should try to do in our lives a little bit more, is try to avoid that instinct. Primarily, we should think about, why am I doing this? So whenever we are in a situation of an argument, we should think and talk to ourselves about, why am I in this situation? What am I trying to get out of it? And if we're just in this situation to win, or to repeat to ourselves something that we already agree with, then we are just trying to build our own ego. So we are not actually trying to learn or build a relationship with the other person. The second thing that we should be doing is we should try to listen more. First, we should try to understand people better in a way that when somebody is arguing with us, it's okay to stop and ask, did I understand you correctly? And repeat to the other person what you heard. This allows us to create some sort of mutual understanding of what we were talking about. Otherwise, we run the risk of just arguing with assumptions instead of what's being said. And in regards to listening, we should also think about, very often we listen not to understand, but just to get our point in. And the third very important thing is try to understand other person's assumptions, their emotions and their motivations. So every argument, whether it's about which restaurant are we going to or some very complex political issues, comes from a place of emotions and from a place of values. And very often we will see that we are arguing with people that have probably very similar beginnings of an argument, and that we want to end up in the same place. We are disagreeing about the process. And once we establish some frame of reference of understanding, it's much easier to de-escalate the argument and to move it into a constructive phase. We should not try to avoid arguments. We should try to have more of them, because they lead to learning, they lead to expanding our views, they lead to new things, basically. But what we should do is we should transform them into a positive tool. Because you should ask yourself, if you're arguing just to win, or if you're arguing just to prove yourself right, this is basically you just talking to yourself, and you're not respecting the other person.